You'll have a module each week. This module is not entirely done, but it's almost going to be done. The element I need to add up on top of here is a watch me first or watch this videos first link. And that will be your link to, okay, here's what's going on this week. So in the module, I'll try to include the PDFs that are required reading for each week. As you go through the material, you'll discover there's no textbook, but we will be reading peer-reviewed papers as part of our preparation and our exploration of sports science. So here I've got Foundations in Sports Science. That's some class notes for a lecture, semester project guide that contains information about the semester project that you're going to take on this semester. Some questions that you can ask for the semester project. I give an introduction to sports science, sort of big picture view of this class and some different elements of the class. Then I give a presentation on kinesiology, and you're in the Department of Kinesiology and Nutrition Sciences. And I try to give a sense of how interdisciplinary kinesiology is, and that carries over to how interdisciplinary sports science is. And then I've included 2 papers that are part of your reading assignment for this week. So when you go into assignments, you should see different assignments. In fact, let me go to the calendar view. Each week you'll see an assignment 1 and a semester project 1. And those you have to do each week. So this assignment 1 describes what you're going to do this week. So watch this first, and that's the video you're watching right now. Then I have an introduction about who I am, just so you have a sense of me. Then I go through a presentation on the syllabus, just logistics of the class. I talk about the semester project. I go through an overview of sports science. I go through the kinesiology, and then I've listed 2 references here to read, which are in the module. So the notes from the different presentations will be in the module, and the papers will be in the module as well. So you have everything for you accessible in that module. I open up the assignments. Let's see, go back to this. At the beginning of the week, so this is showing the due date. So each Friday, so this is week 1 of the semester, each Friday, you'll have to turn in an assignment. And all you do for this assignment is you identify the dates that you watched or read something. All right, that's all it is. There's no right or wrong. Just put the dates over here. And that helps me making sure that you're staying up to date with the different information that we're covering. You just turn that in, you upload the file, and I count that as completed. And you do that each week for the assignment and then also for the semester project. And by working on the semester project assignments each week, what we're actually doing is building out the semester project. So at the end, it's not overwhelming to pull it together and do a presentation. There's no written report for the semester project. It's just a video presentation that you will provide as your assignment. So in this first semester project, it's project planning, and we ask you to review the potential semester project questions and select 3 that are of interest to you. All right. You may not select any of these ultimately for semester project, but this will just at least get the things moving in terms of, oh, maybe this is an area that you're interested in. Then you're going to start exploring some different pieces of information related to those questions, and then ultimately narrow it down to 1 question that you're going to pursue for the semester project. All right, so you'll have these assignments each week, and I've got them laid out for the entire semester. So every week you'll have an assignment for viewing and what you've read do, and then a semester project assignment. All right, let me go back to this. What else can I tell you? So that is what you're going to have in the modules. Everything will look similar each week. If you have any questions about what we're covering, go ahead and send me a message in Canvas or through email. And just remember to include KIN 466 in the subject heading if you are emailing. One thing I want to mention is as you start doing the readings and going through the videos, it's really important to learn terminology related to sports science. And because we'll be covering a wide variety of areas, ex-phys, motor control, motor learning, biomechanics, sports psych, nutrition, sports medicine, it's important to learn the terms in each area. So I always think there's a lot of value in, as I'm reading a paper, I'll just write a term down. And maybe I know the term, or maybe I sort of know the term, but I recognize that it's an important term that's associated with the paper or the video or what have you. And I just keep a running list of terms, and then I go back and I provide a definition. If there's an equation, I put that down, and if there's units, I put that down as well. So then I create this sort of terminology list for myself that I want to make sure that I understand. I want to know what aerobic is. I want to know what force is. I want to know what pressure is. I want to know these terms just quickly, rote memorization. And then as we talk about them, we can learn how to apply the terms and then draw out some more information on whatever topic we're covering. So I include the terminology aspect on the first assignment, but from there on, it's up to you. And again, you don't need to turn this in. This is a skill that I hope you develop in terms of creating a worksheet. Okay, so that's a typical Watch Me First. I'll go through just sort of what we're covering in the week. And then we also have a web live session that we get together and just sort of fill in the gaps of anything, any gaps that may exist. All right, other than that, I hope you enjoy the semester. Look forward to meeting with you during the web live session, and have a great rest of the day.